Excuse me. What was your name?
Mike.
Mike. Look, we were shooting. He was filming. Is it mine that we use some of our clips? You know what I mean? All right. Just want to make sure. Abandoned for sure. I know both of his locations probably. And you probably got like a couple other of these pop-up shops that got heated. They don't have just full shrooms. They definitely got the polka dot little.
Those are synthetic stuff.
Yeah,
I try to avoid that type of stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
but they have something of like, yeah, a lot of people saying they got a lot of fake ones. I know when they originally came out, they were like really extracting the mushroom.
Oh yeah.
But now you can never tell with that type of stuff. You know what I mean? They give you a fake version of it. Something that they concocted in the kitchen that makes you feel similar to what you would have felt like if you actually took a mushroom.
That's exactly what it is. Because like I used to prefer getting it infused into chocolate or something like that. Mm-hmm. Then when synthetic started, I'm like, no, I just want the mushrooms now. I'll make my own shit.
Yep, that's exactly how you do it. I mean, I even know, like, I remember one time being in Tahir. I know you know Tahir, my boy. We had he had got this little it was like a little pot, pan. And like you put like a bag over it, and you just like next thing you know they're growing out and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, this is really cool.
I remember
it's like a little dark place.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember the kits that you could like slide under your bed.
Yeah, that's how small it was. It was like really small, you know.
Mm-hmm. So like they had a home grow portion of the bill and they ripped it out, and I'm like, you gotta put this back. I'm like,
I can't wait for them to just home grow. Just let if people want to grow their own cannabis. Let them, because it's a lot of times that it's stuff that like right now, like lemon cherry gelato cut is probably my all-time favorite, right? I can't go to any dispo and get lemon cherry like when I want to get it. Why can't I grow a small batch just for myself? That doesn't mean they're not going to come and buy at retail stores, because at the retail store we're going to have 15 different types, 20, 30, 40 types of strains that they may want to also try. But you know what you know, and you know what you like. Yeah, totally. So why not just let somebody grow a couple plants? I mean, just have it to the point that what's 5 plants going to do?
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
And like in Canada, they sell seeds at the dispensaries.
Yeah.
So if you like a certain strain, you can take it home and keep it alive yourself.
Absolutely.
It probably ain't going to be any good your first try trying to grow it, but at least you can keep the genetics afloat.
It's not going to be good at all. Like I remember my first time growing it, it's like not what I expected it to be. So like, you know what I mean? I grew weed. And that's exactly what it was.
Exactly.
It wasn't what I thought.
It's a gift to be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's not
absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? It's time consuming too. Absolutely. So a lot of people that are saying like, oh, I want home grow, they'll probably try one time and be like me, never try it again, you know?
Exactly. City slickers just don't have green thumbs like
Absolutely.
Also, we're throwing a party at a Union Hall where we're going to have a bar sponsored by MPX and a free expungement clinic sponsored by Shirley Patel and Blaze Responsibly.
Okay.
So
I know Scarlet Reserve, those are my guys over there.
Oh yeah, Will and
Institute Across, I like those guys too.
Oh yeah, Lefty, good friends. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Cannon coverage, of course. We know,
Michelle.
She's good. Yep, she's good people.
That time from Canada Coverage is going to be doing the panel on psychedelics.
Yeah, I had somebody today. I was telling them they were like, we were talking about like, they were talking about, they left like a post, like something under my post, and they were saying how, it's the operators that are overcharging. It's like, well, we're not overcharging. It's really the cultivators that are overcharging, and the cultivators don't want home grow. Like any operator that I ask about home grow, they're all for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're for the patients. As an operator, especially me as a mom and pop spot, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? It's not going to affect, even if it does take 10%, or I'd rather people have their choice. You know what I mean? It's like
exactly.
their option.
Because a lot of people that want to get into home grow want to keep one specific set of genetics alive that helps them.
Absolutely.
I know a patient who has severe epilepsy. And she needs one specific strain of grapefruit to help her. She can't find it anywhere on the legal market. So she has to produce her own. So she's always advocating for the loss of chain, because she's like, they're literally sentencing me to death here.
Absolutely. And I understand, like you're going inside of this dispos and you're spending $60, $70 for an aid. I understand, you know what I mean? That's a lot, especially when that's your medicine. I mean, I can only imagine like, if I use cannabis for recreational use. I don't use it for any ailments or anything like that. So my outlook on it is different for somebody that needs this. Like it's like my grandmother is like blood pressure medication. She needs that. And I'll be pissed if my grandma had to pay $70 every time she needed to take one pill. Like,
and it's rough telling patients in Jersey to pay that when they look at the PA medical market, it's 18 a day. So I'm like, what are we doing?
Why are you gonna look? Let's go to Detroit. I mean, let's say $8 an eighth. You know what I mean? It's so, and I just can't wait till our market flags out. I can't wait till people stop being greedy. I can't stand it, and you know, it makes it hard for me as an operator to even sell some of this shit. Like some of this shit is horrible, and it's like I wouldn't pay. You know, and
I wouldn't pay.
I try to keep that stuff out of my store completely. Like I'm all for like trying every single product that I bring in here. You know,
That's good.
Just because of a price point or whatever the case, I don't want it. Even if it's cheaper, if it has to be a certain type of quality. I'm
That's
not
good.
selling it to no one if I don't feel like I can at least enjoy it. Not alone, let alone forgive somebody this as a medicine.
Because I've talked to other operators that just hire consultants to do their thinking and testing for them, and these guys are from out of state. So they just look at, you know, whoever wins like the industry award thing, and then they're like, yeah, there you go.
Award
And
doesn't
I'm like,
mean
dude,
anything.
I'm like, they didn't even do blind testing at that award.
I know.
Like, you know, so like it was rigged to begin with. You know?
Absolutely. And it was like who's who and who you knew that, come on. These awards, I seen like, even just now, we just had our own regulator market cannabis awards. And I'm like, some of that shit's trash. Like, and they're getting awards, but it's like, what company it came from, who was the brand, like, you know what I mean? It was like, come on, man. Like, that shit's trash. So I'm a firm believer in getting in like great product that, you know, that I like, you know, let alone, you know.
There's a lot better stuff in the market this year than last year. Like seeing a lot of like, you know, craft.
small craft growers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing my build out for my cultivation, so I'm going to change the whole game plan. And I know I'm going to be hated for it, probably. Not hated, I should say. That's a harsh word. But I know some people are going to be like, I have friends already that I'm kind of like telling them what they're doing. They're like, oh, don't do that yet because it's like our market's not. You're going to run the market to the bottom line. I'm like, no, I know. I'm not. I don't care about how you feel about it. It's like, what's the reality of it? It's way too much. You know what I mean? And we can all make money if we just lower the prices. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. You also would capture a whole lot of the market. Like my friends have never been to a dispensary. Maybe once when they first started as a novelty. But
we're missing 70% of this market. They don't realize that. At least.
Yeah.
I mean, I got friends that will never come in here because they used to paying $25 for an eighth.
And it's fresh.
And it's fresh and it's good. And you know what I mean? And
Terps haven't, you know, dematerialized. This THC hasn't converted to CBN. It wasn't pre-rolled 6 months ago. It's sitting in a tube on a shelf, you know, not temperature controlled, no Bovita packs, no
There
nothing.
you go. So
Yeah.
why are they going?
Yeah.
Why are they going?
They could bring a ton.
Pardon my intrusion.
No, man.
Hey, I had to say what's up to the big guy.
What's good with you? What's good with you?
I like
But see,
that.
when he comes in, he knows what to go and grab. He know.
Can I get a shot for Moja?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He know what to come grab when he come in.
Yeah, for sure.
He gonna come grab what?
Shout out Moja Life, you know what I'm saying? Stop by, Grizzly AP, got some full tilt labs. Shout out to the big bro, that's the real big bro, you already know. Holla at your boy, man. Appreciate y'all. man.
Is that flour or Roscoe?
That's flour.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try their dabs.
Yeah.
And for metric and for the testing and everything. You know, that's like I was talking to someone at the CFC the other day who was saying like, well, the price is never going to come down to where you're saying because of the track and trace system, you know, and the testing facilities, all that's got a baked in price point above what you're even talking about. I'm like, well, if you can't get below that price point though, don't expect the market to ever come to your stores.
No.
You know?
We're missing 70% of this market.
Easy. Like, when I go to legacy events, like the foot traffic is not stopped.
It's crazy.
Like, it's
Man, people come in left and right. I mean, they can set tables up around this wall, and people will be flooding through here all day long, just walking around. Just this in this room alone. You know?
oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not. It's something we're missing on this regular side. I know because I've seen the other side. A lot of these people in this industry haven't seen that other side.
Totally not.
So there's no connect there. There's a big disconnect. But for a person like me, I mean, I saw this since I was 16 years old. You know, I know what people can. You know, I know what can happen. We make an affordable market for everyone with a quality product.
Absolutely.
Let the quality make your price, you know? Like, oh, you got like an amazing product, then you charge, you know? It's just like wine, right? You got a good wine, you know, I don't drink wine, so I don't really know, but I know the difference between a one that you got to swirl and I know the one that you pour out of a box. I know the difference between those two. So, you know, the people that do that in the box, it's cheap, you know what I mean? It's probably full of sugar, it's probably full of all kinds of stuff. This other wine is probably hand crushed grapes that were aging for I don't know how many years, but that determines their price. You know, I see people make everything the same price. And it's like, how can you make everything the same price when this one tests different, this plant yielded this different? How's it all the same price?
And I'm fine with paying a premium if it's truly good.
If it's premium.
But they're asking me to pay beyond the price of where I've ever paid before. And it's moldy, irradiated garbage. It's corporate mids in a lot of cases where I'm just like,
Let's talk about it, man.
It's
It's trash.
right. I'm like, yo, if you gave
Even if it was on the streets, we wouldn't bought that shit.
That's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, if you'd have tried to pass this off back in the day, there'd have been problems.
There's a problem.
Somebody would have came back to you and said, yo, what's up? You sold me this for $70 and it ain't worth it.
That's how I feel, and that's why I don't try to pass it off. But I still have to remind that I have to find something at a reasonable price. But even when they do have stuff that's reasonable, let me see what all three of them are like before I get them. You know, and I'll take that one right there because that one I can do a little bit. Those other two, I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but I don't want it. You know.
And it can be like a batch by batch thing too, where you get one from a company, high terps, absolutely fresh fire, and then their next batch when you reorder, garbage.
You know,
You know,
like the
1%.
terps went down, the THC went down. It's like, what's going on here? Like this was just damn near a 4 in the terps, and now it's like a 2, like 2.12. Like, come on, what's going on
The
here?
lowest terps I've ever seen in my life is the Jersey packaging.
Oh my God! It was like 0.1%. Yeah, it was below 1%. Yeah, it's like, what are we doing here? We're going hair, we're going weed.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, so you threw a bunch of THC crystal on it to pump that number on it. Where's the good stuff?
Yeah, where's the good
Where's
stuff?
the part that's gonna make me feel?
I'm a terp chaser. I always tell people like, the THC levels don't mean much to me.
It's irrelevant.
Irrelevant. 17, 18, I don't care. Like people literally come in and they be like, what's the highest THC you got? Like thinking in their mind that it's gonna be like, I'm gonna get sky high off of this. And it's not the case.
What's more important? What are you trying to feel like?
What are you trying
Energy
to
for the rest of the day, or you're trying to go to bed?
There you go. So we're on the same. We're on the
Yeah,
same. We're on the
yeah.
same.
Oh, it's good talking to you because you actually know
yeah,
your shit.
yeah.
Because I see a lot of operators that
Man,
are
no
just here,
CEO.
they're here for the money, not for the plan.
Absolutely. You ain't gonna find no CEO that's gonna, in Jersey right now, in this market that we have, there's not too many of us that know both sides of that fence. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, we gotta protect us. We gotta keep us in because if we get out of this, then it's never gonna be no leeway to the right path that we need to be on to sustain this market for a long time.
Totally agree. Yeah.
You know.
That's what we're doing at the union, is trying to make it a real career path as opposed to just like gigs where you just turn and burn them all the
Turn
time.
and burn, that's
You
it.
know?
You know, because if it was up to some of these companies, they're good already. You know, they made their rush, they made their green rush. You know, they can care less. They're just mass production right now.
Yep. And a lot of companies got into the space with the intention of selling later. So if
Oh,
they have
yeah.
an established brand,
3, 4
somebody else.
years, sell it to somebody else, and show them all these great numbers that they did,
Yep.
and then those numbers will not exist anymore.
And then those new owners come in, the first thing they do is cut everybody's wages, cut everybody's health care, put them back to entry level, or fire them, and just hire back at minimum wage.
Yeah.
You know, so what we do is try to be like, that's impossible. You know, if the workers unionize this company, contract has to come with them, so you can't just start back off at 16.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So,
Keep doing the good work, man. Keep
sorry?
doing the good work.
yeah.
Yeah, keep doing it. Keep pushing. We need more people like you on in this industry that knows both sides also, you know.
You too, yeah. But yeah, I hope you can make it out. 'Cause we're
I
trying to get
definitely
everybody
will.
like that together in the same room to party.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
Great
All
talking
right.
to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get high.
All right.